What's up, everyone? Ronnie Cruz here with Path of the Network Marketer 365. Well, okay, so it's not so much 365 days. It's gonna be. But as for those of you guys who follow us regularly or follow me regularly on this channel, you notice that it hasn't been a daily thing. So, what should we do? Path of the Network. Oh, okay, so let's start over. What's up, everyone? Ronnie Cruz here with Path of the Network Marketer. Um, I don't know. I have no idea. I was talking to my buddy, my friend Mike DaCosta, the other weekend, and he was like, "Yeah, it's pretty long." Which, yeah, the intro, it was becoming my shtick, but it is long, and it's got to be updated to the current situation. We're about 60 days or 65 days slash videos into this process out of 365. I do intend to continue to um, make it, continue the effort of making this a daily thing. Obviously, things happen in life. Schedules get busy, especially with me as we come into the fall. That tends to be the busy time of the year. Well, every season for me is the busy time of the year, but especially in the fall, with network marketing, my particular company, with our big event, our big conference, annual conference, is always in the fall. So busy time, and then obviously there's that push to the holidays, right? The cyclical annual cyclical nature of network marketing. Anyways, 365-day video journey. Yeah. I should make it something like, after more than 15 years in the profession, I'm finally teaching myself how to leverage and use social media to build my network marketing business. Something like that. Something like that. We'll go with something like that. And I'm sharing it all with you here on this channel, Path of the Network Marketer. Something like that. We'll make it happen. Anyways, in today's video, I wanted to talk about um, new strategies, or strategies that you might be learning, strategies and tactics that you might be learning. I was speaking with a colleague of mine, and he also is, wants to start leveraging social media as well with his posts, and putting himself out there on those platforms. And part of the conversation was, yeah, like, that's he realizes that that's definitely going to be a process, right? Like, again, building an audience, connecting with people online. It's as much a process as it is building your business offline, right? Building your business, as we could say in the profession, belly to belly. Now, to stop one proven strategy and tactic that you've already employed, and that you already have a level of mastery in or with, and to learn something new, I think it's foolhardy, right? It's foolhardy, and obviously you don't want to avoid one thing for another. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, right? Like, learning a new strategy, a new and the tactics around that strategy, should be in addition to what you're already doing, in addition to what has already worked, because you don't want to just shift gears and completely drop everything else that has already worked for you in the past, right? So when it comes to, especially for me, right, when it comes to building online, yeah, it's another line in the water. I know I always get that one wrong. And the fishing analogy, right? It's always another line in the water, as opposed to, let me take one line out of the water so I can use this better fishing rod, right? Like, this doesn't make sense. You improve your chances, because you can catch fish with that old line, but you'll also, in the meantime, you can use this new rod and this new line to catch even more fish, right? So as you guys take your businesses online and start to leverage social media, which I believe every network marketer should. As you do that, don't forget the fundamentals, and don't forget that it's those fundamentals. not the specific strategy, right? The fundamentals work. And it's the translating the fundamentals from one medium to another, whether it's in person or online, whether it's offline or online, right? The other aspect of that is understanding that if you're avoiding one specific strategy or tactic, you actually make yourself, you set yourself up not as strong. That doesn't make any sense. But you're actually, yeah, you're going to be weaker in the new thing that you're trying to learn and employ, right? Because mastery in one actually benefits the next strategy and the next strategy after that, right? So mastering, say, the fundamentals in person and networking events and things like that, building the business belly to belly, mastering those fundamentals there will only help you build online, right? Because you're transferring skills, you're transferring, well, I think most importantly, beyond just the skill set, you're transferring your self confidence, you're transferring, all the things that come, the ancillary. I can never remember the word, but you guys know what I mean. You transfer all those ancillary benefits of mastering fundamentals to the next thing that you're learning, right? So, and for me, as I learn online marketing and social media marketing, I already have a very kind of core fundamental skill set and the confidence and the self-worth and all those positive, mental attitudes that come with mastery that only makes learning and mastering social media even better, right? And whatever next I learn after that, like, the ancillary benefits of mastery of each one of these strategies and the tactics attached to them really just builds and accelerates into the next thing that you're doing. If you avoid, however, one thing for the other, then you're missing out on those benefits, right? Like, if you're looking to online as your way of doing business and the only way you're doing business, it could potentially be just as slow as building offline because you never took the time to master the fundamentals. And again, it's not so much the skill sets, but the ancillary things that come with that, the self-worth, the self-confidence, and the posturing, you know what I mean? All that stuff really is so important no matter what strategy and tactics you're employing. So definitely don't go into one strategy to replace another strategy. Do it in addition to. Don't go into a strategy or tactics to avoid another strategy or tactic, right? Right? Mastery, the mindset of mastery is really all about less, well, it's less about the skill set and more about the growth that comes with that mastery, right? And so that's really what transfers, and that's what can accelerate you in the next thing, in the next strategy, in the next strategy after that, and it builds one on top of each other, right? And so avoiding that really, yeah, you I think potentially kind of cut your legs short by skipping that process. And I mean, I get it. It doesn't have to be a specific order. If social media and online marketing helps you gain, mastery in those skills, and again the ancillary kind of benefits of the self confidence and self worth and that personal growth, then you can transfer that to offline, right? But whatever the situation is, don't do it to replace a strategy that you're already using. Don't do it to avoid a strategy that you're trying to avoid, right? And I get that if you haven't had success with a specific strategy and the tactics, understand again, it's not the strategy or the tactic; it's your level of personal growth that hinders that. And that's why I say don't avoid, a specific strategy, or don't go into a specific strategy to because you're avoiding something else. Because if you haven't addressed those personal growth issues, then that too will transfer to whatever strategy or tactic that you're trying to employ, right? So yeah, That's a good time for to cut off the videos because my dogs are about to lose their mind at a squirrel. That's the beauties of shooting out here on the porch. So yeah, yeah. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Again, to summarize, it's um, don't re- don't go into a strategy to replace an existing strategy that you know is working. So do it in addition to. Say hi, Kylo. Okay, I know. You always do this when I'm on camera. My co-host, Kylo Ren. Hi. And don't go into a strategy or tactic to avoid something another strategy and tactic. Anyways, yeah, with the dog, it's hopefully, yeah. I completely lost train of thought, so hopefully the rest of this video makes sense. Again, I'm gonna do my best to get back into the swing of things of a video every day. So I'm gonna bank a few, so you'll see me in the same outfit in the same situation for the next couple of days. So thanks for tuning in. If you haven't liked or I keep thinking the camera's on this side, it's actually on this side. If you haven't liked and subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I mean, yeah, I'm at 60 plus 65 days at this point, I think. Mid 60s going into 70s, which is quite a feat. We're going to have to celebrate at 100. It's going by much faster than I had anticipated. But yeah, yeah, more videos for me to come, and you know, it's going to be a mix, obviously, of online tactics, or you know, the stuff that I'm learning with social media, as well as just kind of fundamental network marketing training and mindset things, right? Because that's so important. You know, again, if you don't have those under, if you don't have a certain level of mastery in those things, then whatever you do with whatever tactic, especially online, isn't going to amount to a hill of beans because you have your own personal growth to get through, and your, you know, whatever personal barriers that are holding you back, those will always be there until you address them, no matter what the tactic is. So that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Until then, be well, be safe. You want to say, may the force be with you? Since it's Kylo Ren. I usually say that on the Path of the Jedi podcast, but we'll say it today because Kylo Ren's here. All right. Anyways, you guys take care. I'll see you later.